U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First play and a first pass for Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley to about the 35, 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Jones now. Throwing on 4th down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. James Lynch in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Cousins. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Cook.
will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage?
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings have taken the lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Cousins to throw it.
This is Rager with it on the crossing pattern.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second and a couple, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Play action now, Cousins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. From just shy of midfield, Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Jones.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing Jones. Flush to his right, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Hey, what we got? Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Playmakers, let's roll right now. Let's ride up. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Come on, baby. Get it up. What's the deal, y'all? Let's rock and roll, baby. They got to walk that loop, baby. Let's put it. Yeah, go right now.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Azeez Ojulari
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Jones on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Day never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
That's caught by Waller out left side.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Sliding out of the pocket.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Cook up the gut. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First down, here's Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer.
then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 7, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action. Cousins.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Handoff comes to Cook, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Cook again.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Cousins to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the 1st half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean, partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.